but I want to see the
And
car.
yeah, well, we are live. And Joe and I are both kind of confused, man. We just got done, literally just got done watching the Williams racing event. I mean, dude, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning for a 20-minute broadcast. Like not
That's
even like 19-minute
19. Yeah,
broadcast.
yeah.
Like what the heck is going on?
I mean, at least
Uh,
I can. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
dude, I don't know what to take away from this.
Yeah,
I really don't.
They don't. They didn't really say or discuss anything at all.
No, they didn't. They didn't show the car. I mean, they did, but they didn't really show the car. They talked to their like F3 people that they're courting,
Yeah,
and they talked to the drivers,
Albon
and that was
and
it.
Logan. That's
Yeah,
it. And the
that was
car.
very strange.
I mean, it's such a big difference than the Red Bull.
Oh my god! I mean, at least it wasn't the Red Bull hour and what 40 minutes, of just like
like
nothing.
branding. Yeah.
Yeah, like really, like just absolutely nothing. But dude, I'm
I'm confused.
yeah, I'm a little shocked. I really expected a lot more from them, especially because there's so much happening and so much changing over at Williams, for the
Yeah,
2023 season.
yeah.
Like you think they would have highlighted that. They would have talked about some of
They
that,
don't. I mean,
you know?
you. I was expecting James Paul to be on the stage and then just talk about the
Yeah, dude. I am
team principal rules, but no, it's just two drivers with Bill Watson.
yeah. Will Red Bull.
Yeah, Will Red Bull. But at least,
Will Verstappen lover,
yeah.
like
But I mean, I'm looking at the car right now.
okay, yeah,
Obviously,
here.
on Google Image.
Let me take a look at it. And actually we can put it up on the screen right here. Share screen.
Yeah, what a strange and a way to end this life.
Yeah. It is. It is very strange, you know. Actually, here, let me separate these guys out.
Yeah, yeah. You
And
don't show that.
yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't affect anything, but definitely not relevant to our current stream. Uh, but here, let's go back to this. Yeah. So here we have the new car.
I mean,
And
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like how it look.
yeah, I think it looks very good actually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in terms of the livery design and the graphic and the color, and most importantly, I think the goof livery on. I mean, not the livery, but the color of that goof orange on top of that
Uh-huh.
that the intake.
Well, that's interesting because that's not Gulf. That's Duracell.
Oh, okay. But that color
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
looks really nice on the
It
car.
does.
Yeah.
See, what I want to see is Williams F1 2022. I want to look at the car from the
Oh,
previous
they have it.
season.
They wait, do they have?
I thought so. Okay, so if you look at the 2022 car, um, let's see, maybe if we do, yeah, like a large size image. It looks like they added some aero elements.
Yeah.
Particularly, yeah, if you look here at the side,
Mhm.
like by the engine compartment, they added some venting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different. It's
There's
and the what is that called? The intake on the top.
yeah,
Well, it feels like it's bigger. No, it's the same. Actually, it's the same.
it does feel like the side pod may have like changed shape a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. The side part is larger for sure.
Yeah, the nose feels like it's been massaged a little bit, like through
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
like through the suspension linkage, like
Mhm.
section of it. Um, what else? Let's
How
see.
about the front wing?
Front wing is now at
It's
least like
larger.
a four. It's a four element wing
Yeah.
versus here a
it's
three
larger. It's
element
three.
wing.
Yeah.
You know, um, and where the nose and how the nose meets up with the wing has been changed a bit.
Hmm.
Uh, Definitely, there's some interesting stuff happening over here with the under tray. Yeah,
Yeah.
look how much
Yep.
different it
It's
is.
so much different. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it's massively changed. So that's really interesting.
How about the
The
side mirror? Yep, the side
side
mirror changed a little
mirror,
bit.
yeah,
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 and
there's some definite changes there.
the rear wing doesn't seem to have big change.
No, not that I can see
No.
immediately.
Yeah,
I would say just like this venting around the engine, a little
the
bit of
side
the
part
sculpting of the side pod,
and the
sculpting
front
of
wing.
like the nose, the front wing, and of course the under tray seems to have gotten a significant workover,
Yep,
you know.
yep.
Um I will say the livery looks good.
The livery
Looks
looks
really good.
cool. Like I would say.
Yeah, like definitely a lot cooler than Haas's.
Yeah,
It feels more premium, to say the least.
it feels like a proper Formula One race car.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I would agree. I would agree. Whereas like Haas felt a little budget in
yeah,
comparison,
yeah.
you know. It's really unfortunate that they don't have any more. Oh, maybe
Oh, they have the
yeah.
side.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's look at the side.
I want to see if it is. Yeah. Okay. Good. Nope. We
And
don't want
we'll
that.
probably see a Goof special livery during
Yeah.
2023 season. So that's exciting.
Yeah. Most definitely. So yeah, there definitely seems to be. Oh, see, there Red Bull teased it, like showed this a little bit with their car, but you see this little vertical fin. They're not the only ones that have
Yeah.
included that. Clearly, Williams have as well.
Yep.
So that's really interesting.
And look at the front wing. Look at
Uh huh.
how far back the thing is compared to the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if that's allowed for the regulation. We'll see, but it seems like they have stick a lot more panels, like you said, 4 panels
Hmm.
on the front wing.
No, it's
Yeah,
definitely like a four element wing now instead of
yeah.
a three element like the previous generation,
And
right?
it's interesting because I don't know if the regulation will allow that because it's all like dimensionals.
I believe so. I can't remember where I was reading it, but there were some new revisions to the front wing
Uh-huh.
where they were forced to like limit some of the aerodynamic elements
Yeah.
in it, and as a result, I do think we're going to see more sort of like four element wings kind of going forward this season.
Hmm.
I'm not entirely sure about that, but I do believe so. Um, but I mean, I gotta say though, as far as like the launch is concerned, it definitely felt a little stunted. Like they could have shown off the car like a little bit more.
They
Like
could have talked about
we
the car a lot more.
we shouldn't have to be going through Google image search.
Exactly. We are actually looking at Google Image right now.
Right? Like to find and analyze this, but it definitely, I mean, I gotta say, like it looks like a great car,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Um, Definitely clearly they put in a lot of work into the under tray. They have this large support spar here for the back of the under tray,
Hmm.
which the previous generation didn't.
They don't have it
Uh, if you
before.
look here, it's definitely lacking it. There's definitely been some revisions.
Yeah.
Definitely feels like the side pod got
It's a bit
massaged a
larger.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely has more volume
I feel
right through
like
here.
this generation car, this 2023 car,
Mhm.
um has a little bit of that Red Bull side pod feel.
A little bit, a little bit.
2022
I'm not
Red
gonna
Bull
argue
side
you.
pod. And I mean it's understandable because Red Bull has such a big success in 2022.
Yeah.
So every teams will take what they have and then just try to analyze what they have and put it in their car. So that's it. It's right there.
Well, I wonder with their technology exchange with like Mercedes, with between Williams and Mercedes,
Uh-huh.
if the strategy on some level is to run the zero pod on Mercedes
Mercedes
and
and
to
then
run the
run.
full pod on Williams, and then they're
Yeah.
gonna I don't know if they're sharing data to that level, but if they had the opportunity, that would be the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
Run one team with just full pod, and analyze the data that comes from that, and then run Mercedes
Mhm.
with
I
what
mean,
they think is going to be the more successful setup.
if you look at last year's car,
Yeah,
it looks like a zero side pod.
right, exactly. And then that
So
was the thing, right? Like
yeah,
Williams derived their kind of zero side pod concept from their exchange with Mercedes.
yeah.
So it wasn't this one. Where was it? Here. Oh, I don't need the car reveal. Uh, I just need
we
their
are
actual
doing
car.
we are doing Google instead of looking at their live.
Yeah, which I kind of think is ridiculous if you want my opinion. Um, but here we can kind of
I mean,
see
it's not like zero side pod, but they still have. Oh,
minimal
this.
side pod, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of silly.
I mean, look at if you look. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
here
one.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is the it's the same image. I love how everybody's using this one image because they like nobody took pictures of Williams last season. Like what the hell?
But
No,
yeah,
really. I
I
mean, look
don't.
at this. This is abysmal, man. Like, how come there's like no images from of the Williams from last season?
But yeah,
That's really
I don't
sad.
know if they are sharing data in that
That level,
intensity.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what this was in the season, this side pod, but it
I know they
definitely
have.
looks a
I
little
know
bit
they have
later.
side pod, last season, but it just I
Yeah.
don't know if it's because, like you said, nobody takes photos or videos on Williams last
Yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah. These two make it look a little similar, but this
That is
arc right
interesting, actually.
here,
That
yeah, it
sculpting
feels a bit
similar.
different. I could be wrong. I mean, it's hard to say without like two side views to overlap, you know? Um Definitely there's been some changes to the side view mirrors. There's no question there.
Yeah, I mean it's
Um
all aerodynamic purpose.
yeah, yeah. This little winglet or finlet, as I'll call it, this guy
The
right
shark,
here.
the
Yeah,
shark
the
fin.
little like kind of shark finny is definitely interesting because remember I pointed that out on the Red Bull. Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's new. But yeah,
and of
there's
and the underbody that we can't tell because unless they crash their car.
I mean, there's definitely some interesting new stuff going here because even yeah, if you look
Yeah,
like it's not quite the same. It definitely isn't, and especially if we're looking here, it's very
very
different
different.
than
It's like
here.
a wave form ish. And
Yeah,
can you go back to that the new car?
this view or this view?
Yeah, this view. If you see
Yeah,
on the bottom, there's that wave
yeah,
thing.
like here.
Yeah, that was our Mercedes car before last year.
Yeah,
So in terms of in that case, I don't know if they are sharing data of aerodynamic because you
yeah,
can
it feels like they are.
because you
You
can
know.
clearly see a lot of very few elements that is transferred from Mercedes to Williams.
Yeah,
The side pod, the underfloor, and that wave aerodynamic form.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. I don't know.
So
It's very interesting. I do have to repeat that I'm a little perturbed that we're having to go through freaking
Google
Google
image.
image search, in order to like look and analyze these differences. I mean, they could have easily done this in their broadcast, you know, but I will appreciate, or not will appreciate, I do appreciate that they didn't turn it into just like
The
an
brand,
hour and like
yeah.
40 minutes of like a freaking branding session that Red Bull had. And they didn't even show the car. Like Verstappen even said, like he hasn't even seen the car, you know? Like, and I get it. Like Verstappen's like a bit different, right? Like he doesn't really care what the car looks like as long as it's fast.
Yeah.
And I respect that. But at the same time, like, dude, you guys put on an hour and 40 minutes. You guys jerked us, tugged us like all over the place, and talked about like snowboarders and like freaking
Different sports,
skateboarders.
yeah.
Yeah, fencing. And you talked about the Ford partnership and you didn't even show the damn car. At least we have pictures here. At least we have pictures. So I don't know what it is, but just like the way Red Bull does stuff just kind of gets under my skin, dude.
It's always like that.
Like,
Always triple.
man, like I don't know. But okay. While we're talking about Red Bull, I do since I mean, we could talk about this in our F1 news video. I don't think it's big enough to like warrant. But dude, for like the second time, I'm finding myself agree with Helmut Marko, and it's scaring me. Right?
Oh,
Like all of a sudden, the guy is making sense because
yeah.
he
Yeah.
came out against the FIA banning, driver kind of like drivers taking kind of like stances on
Hmm.
stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like he was talking about how like drivers are adults and they have like causes that they're behind, and like you guys shouldn't limit them, you know,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, wow,
He's
like
actually
Helmet
right.
Marco.
He's
Yeah, like
actually
what the
right.
heck, bro? Like, stop saying things I agree with. I'm supposed to hate you, Helmet Marco. Like, stop making sense, you SOB. It's not fair. Like, I read that article and I almost dropped my phone. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, what? What is this?
Yeah,
Like, absolutely
Herman
ridiculous.
Marco. Like lately, he's making some logical statement.
Yes.
It's weird. it's
It's hurting my
it's
brain.
it's really weird.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it, but you know, whatever. 2023 is the new year. But I don't know. I'm really curious to see what the feedback is going to be, or like the opinions of people is going to be about this Williams F1 launch. I mean,
It's two of Ripple and Williams launch event is like opposite from each other. One is so underwhelming
yes.
and one is so overwhelming. It's like what the heck is going on?
Yeah. It's very, very interesting. And I mean, definitely, I don't know, man. Like,
But I felt
if I have to choose between the two, I definitely preferred Williams being like short to the point, you
yeah,
know,
but
like
not too short like
100%.
this.
Yeah. Like if they would have gone like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I think that's perfect, you know?
Yeah, but no, like I
Like,
like overall package of the car. I'm looking forward to seeing on track actually to see how they
yeah.
perform. And I guess, hey man, I guess Bahrain testing is going to be our life for us. Like we're gonna do analysis of Bahrain testing for that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the fun and exciting thing about being able to do live stuff like this, is that we can really, you know, just give our unvarnished, you
Yeah,
know, raw opinions on
yeah.
things. And I am very excited at the prospect of what Williams can potentially achieve this season. I
Yeah.
mean, under new leadership,
Mhm.
new driver to replace Latifi, you know.
Oh, Latifi.
Yeah. Dude, as much as I miss the guy, like
I don't
he
I don't miss him screw up the race.
right, exactly. So we're going to have like a whole new Williams, essentially. I mean,
Yeah,
really, the only thing that they're carrying over is some elements of the car and Albon. That's it.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
you
The whole
know,
everything other
they're
than that, everything changed.
yeah, massively. And I really do believe that out of all of the teams on the grid, Williams has the most potential to advance from their previous position this season.
And if you know the history of Williams, they have such a big success,
Yes.
especially that FW14B.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they
I
can
mean, they're a legendary team.
yeah. So and then with Goof on their partnership, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's gonna be some new elements,
Yeah.
surprising elements coming into play in 2023 season.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
But
I'm
of course, the car throughout the whole season is like what 23 race. Throughout the whole
yeah.
season, the car will probably change. Like they will
It
probably
will a
upgrade it.
bit.
Yeah,
but I it depends on their budget, but I don't
Mhm.
expect the car to change a
Drastically.
ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't. I definitely don't think it's going to be like Mercedes when they went from pod to zero pod. Like that
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
level of change. But I'm genuinely excited to see what Williams is going to do this season. I mean, Albon has definitely shown he's got the grit and the metal,
Mhm.
to really push the car and himself.
Yeah.
So let's see if the team can kind of keep up with the guy. You
Yeah.
know,
Right. Right.
um, so yeah, man, I don't know what else to really say about it. I mean, they
It's
didn't give us much to go on.
Yeah. It's the underwhelming event. That's all I
Yeah,
can say.
definitely an underwhelming event, but at least we got a good looking car to look at.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm actually enjoying looking at the car. Like
Yeah,
the
it's a nice
livery,
design.
the color of that, the color choice of the livery, blue, light blue,
Yeah,
and dark blue, and black, and orange. Well, that's not orange. It's red.
it is. It's like a copper color. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's pleasing to the eye.
it definitely is, and the subtle changes, versus last year. I think, for the people who have just tuned in, Joe and I, have noticed they have a 4-element wing here. There's been a bit of smoothing in the contouring over
Mhm.
the suspension linkage right here.
Yeah.
Uh, there's potentially some new sculpting around the side pod, a bit of a revision to the side view mirrors. Definitely a whole new under tray design versus previous seasons.
And then the air vent on the
Yeah,
engine
the new
compartment.
air vent here over
Yeah.
the engine, and if you look here, there's a little shark fin
Yeah.
been introduced. So it there's definitely been some aerodynamic work done to the car, and I'm very excited, like I said, to see what they're gonna do this season for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. For sure. Hopefully, no purposing.
Yeah. Let's leave porpoising back in 2022,
Yeah.
please God.
Yeah.
And
No, look,
all right,
like,
Joe.
yeah, I don't have much to say. So it's
Yeah,
a cool looking car. That's all.
yeah. That's really about it. I mean,
And the race is see on track to see the performance and everything else.
definitely. I mean, sorry if we're not like more enthused. I
Because
mean,
they didn't give us much to induce.
yeah. That and like I woke up at 4:30. This is my cup of coffee for this morning, just for this event that lasted 20 minutes for not even 19
At
minutes.
19 minutes. All right, cool,
But
man. I guess we'll see you
yeah,
guys back maybe tonight. I don't know. We're still trying to figure out when and where we can watch Alfa Romeo's car reveal. So,
yes. So yeah, we're as long as we can find a way to watch it and not read it, we
and
will be
not Google
doing a
it.
live. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. And I think both of us are going back to bed.
Yeah, this is underwhelming. I'm going back to sleep.
All right, guys. Thanks for
Good.
tuning in. Catch
See
you
you. See
later.
you. Bye bye.